right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. The 20. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. this, they come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, Herbert. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Trenton Cannon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the
Hello?
In for the score. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 16 yards, a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Trenton Cannon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Texans 45, Broncos 20. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay?
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Broncos cut into that lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go.
Broncos 27.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Jacobs, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And they are going to stop him on. Going backwards.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. Tyler Lockett, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyler Lockett, 54 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Broncos' 9-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To the air again, Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Texans 52. Broncos 34. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
36-yard line. A 41.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got Lockett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyler Lockett, 29 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Set to kick off.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the
first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. Operating from the gun. Herbert under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Tyus Bowser came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Blake Jarwin, 63 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Goes 46.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now 2nd and 6.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
By Byron Murphy.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done.
NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.